What's up and welcome to this week's episode of How Not to Summon a Scenario, where we ask the important questions like, what plagues would you bring down on the Pharaoh?
We're going biblical. We're going biblical. Right, okay.
Are we going with plagues that have existed already, or are we going with, like, make up your own fucking thing?
Make up your own thing. It's plagues of whatever.
It's absolutely fucking done then. A plague of cockroach that gives you the shits.
Oh, there we go.
A plague of diarrhea.
The Nile will run brown.
Firstly, let's talk about the 10 that there were, shall we?
Alright.
I thought there were 3.
I thought there was like 5.
No, there's 10 plagues. There's 10
3
plagues.
plagues of Egypt.
So,
10?
we had...
That's a bit extreme,
It's
right?
fucking God was on a fucking hangover.
It wasn't God, it was Joseph?
Via
Moses.
God. Via
I was
God.
close, come on.
No, but it was God who brought the plagues, but because...
You don't know, maybe he was bringing him in by the cartload.
Moses, who was found in a basket, he basically asked his brother, not by blood, but he was adopted by the Pharaoh. And then he became best friends with, obviously, the Pharaoh's son, who was basically his brother. He became the Pharaoh. Moses then saw how bad the people had it and also spoke to God, and God said, you need to release these people. So he went to his brother and he said, let my people go. And his brother was like, no. So Moses was like, well, then you're going to suffer the wrath of God. And then God brought down the 10 plagues.
Wrath, bitch.
Wrath.
Right, wrath.
Raw. Posh
So
boys.
he turned the Nile into blood.
What was the name of the
water
Pharaoh?
I can't remember.
Was it Imhotep?
No, well that's...
Imhotep.
Maybe. I don't know.
Mummy!
I don't know.
So the
There was plagues. There were still plagues in the
Then
mummy.
Brendan Fraser just turns up and whoops ass with Moses. That's the real story.
Water turned to blood was the first one. The Nile ran red with blood. Plague of frogs, plague of lice, plague of flies, livestock died, pestilence,
Oh, alright.
boils,
Oh,
hail, plague of locusts that ate all the crops,
okay.
darkness,
That's boring.
shut out the sun basically
You
for
just
a while,
close the curtains.
and
for a
then
little while.
finally the killing of all firstborn children. And the way he stopped that from affecting the people was that he told anyone who didn't want this
They have
plague
the
to
Red
hit
Cross
them,
or something?
they were to sacrifice a lamb and smear its blood across their door threshold.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
And therefore the plague would know that they were of normal people.
It's an intelligent plague.
Yes.
No. They've got a red mark. We can't go in there.
And then obviously the Pharaoh's son, firstborn, died, and then that was the tipping point. And he turned to Moses and he went, fine, free your people. And then as Moses was leading them away, the Pharaoh went, actually, no, I've changed my mind, and went after Moses, and that's when he parted the Red Sea.
Okay, yeah.
The Red Sea or the Dead Sea?
I don't know. Well,
I think it's the Red Sea.
I think it's the Red Sea.
Bruce Almighty did it with a bowl of tomato soup.
He did.
So I believe it's the Red Sea.
This is my teaching.
So he parted the Red Sea and ran his people through, and then the waves crashed down on the Pharaoh and his men.
So I'm on the Wikipedia for Moses here.
Yes.
What sort of Moses have we got?
His parents, Amram, father.
Amram?
I'm gonna butcher this. I'm very sorry.
Yeah.
Jochebed, mother.
Jochebed.
Yeah, go to bed. And his adoptive mother, Pharaoh's daughter, because she didn't have a fucking name.
Yeah.
Just Pharaoh's daughter. One of the most well-known biblical stories. Nah, she doesn't.
Not necessary.
Tertiary character. Don't worry.
Only raised him.
not needed.
And obviously then Moses then went on to pick up the 10 Commandments.
Yes,
and
he delivered them.
deliver the 10
There were
Commandments.
13. He drops them.
If you didn't, if you
left
didn't
the
want to
school
listen to Sheenie's holy stories, skip about 5 minutes.
What,
And
I'm
then
just-
we-
You're telling them after the fact.
No, I'm going to put that in. Don't worry, I'm going to move that to
He's
in
got
front
a
of it.
switcheroo it.
Yeah.
It's going to sound so out of place. So anyway,
Hold on, put a pause
we're,
in so you can cut it, right?
We're 3 Moseses.
3 Moseses.
No, we're going to mosey on
No, I
to
guess we
the
would.
area.
If we're bringing the plagues, we're 3 gods.
What? No.
No, we're asking for the
No,
plague.
We're
no,
asking
'cause
for it.
Moses
You've
didn't
got a complex, my
Moses
son.
didn't
Hey, he's
ask
got
for
a
it.
god
God brought the
complex.
plagues upon,
Yeah.
upon them, not Moses. Moses
Wait.
was just the messenger. He was
Are
the
we
vessel.
doing this as like a community thing? Are we
We
like
are-
bringing
we are-
community
We are
plays? Or...
inside Moses.
What?
We've all been there.
He is our vessel. He speaks for us.
Leave the pause in.
So, Jim,
So,
first plague. Start small.
oh, we're
They
going to
get
start
worse.
small. Plague of graffiti.
Just what? Just random scribbles
Just
all
like
over
the
them.
Pharaoh is a
Yeah.
overnight. It's
rule.
just all
Yeah,
over his
just
giant.
Oh, you got Jim was here.
There's like
Red
glasses
everywhere.
on the sphinxes and stuff like that. Like,
Moses didn't do this.
Painted all their fingernails.
Because don't forget,
God was here.
we
Sort of
don't
thing.
want Moses to
No, it's God was here.
get killed or
And stuff
anything.
like that,
We've got to
yeah.
try and keep our vessel alive by bringing these.
Not
back.
Moses was here.
Let my people go to town on that ass. Style graffiti.
Go to town on dead ass. I think we should just come up with 10 between us all.
Pharaoh
Yeah.
is a wanker.
Like we've all sat.
Well, we'll go around.
we've
That's
sat
3
in the
each,
godly
and then a
conference
big
room.
boy.
The godly
Oh, yeah, fair
conference
enough.
room, and we've decided on.
We've had a
these
business
plagues.
meeting.
Right, so I'm thinking plague of graffiti for the first
Plague
one.
of graffiti. So you've
It
just
should be lesser god over here, who's got like the three lower plagues. The 3 lower plagues from Jim, because he's the softest of us all.
What?
I'm the evilest,
You are the
so I
softest.
do like the
physically
3 worst
and
plagues.
mentally.
No. All right, mutual consent. Mutual consent. Fine. Fine. The softest god is crying now.
The emotional one. The one that understands the term refreshing.
So we've got graffiti.
You say that, but then this man's going to be the man that brings out the final one, the big boy.
His cock. Smears it all over each.
Plague of cum.
He just drags it.
Ah, let my
And
people
that's
go.
how the Nile was
I'm
made.
letting my kids go.
That's my firstborn child.
Anyway. Graffiti. So you're just
Graffiti.
smearing graffiti all over what? Rich people?
No, just like-
slave owners?
All over.
Over like statues, like over the pallets, all these different things that like he's gonna see
Yeah. Just leftover spray.
Putting
cans all
mustaches
over
on
the place.
paintings.
on him.
In the middle of the night, you draw glasses on him on a mustache. And a cock on his head.
A cigar.
Is this just like with like charcoal? Because obviously they don't have
They
paint.
don't have permanent marker.
Yeah, they're just
They
charcoal.
had
Would they
paint.
have paint?
They had paint.
They had paint.
Yeah, they had
Yeah,
paint.
yeah.
They didn't have
Yeah,
permanent
paint,
marker.
Yeah,
yeah,
just not spray paint.
Yeah,
Just tinnies
Like
left
put-
all over the place.
like
Just-
rainbows, like fucking stencils and that all over the place. Fucking Banksy's in there as well. Look at him.
Banksy!
a perfect picture of the Pharaoh with a massive dick on his
Yeah,
forehead.
a plague of Banksys.
Yeah, the
Everywhere.
Banksies of the Nile, yeah.
Ah, there we go. See,
It's not the 4 horsemen, it's the 4 Neil Buchanans.
Well,
Bob
3 and a guy in a
Sorry,
rubber head.
Americans. Neil Buchanan was a guy from a series called Art Attack who was very good at art.
He didn't
was
have
a
it.
kid's
He got
entertainer.
kicked out of art school. Now
He
he's
was
in a
kid's
metal
entertainer.
band.
And he's secretly Banksy, we're sure of it.
We're sure of it. Convinced.
so yeah, plague of graffiti, first one, because he's gonna see it and he's gonna be like, who's doing this sort of stuff?
Motherfucker. It's just there with a sponge.
Him.
The Pharaoh
Just him,
himself,
yeah.
those whipping slaves and the sponge in the walls. And we're like, oh, we've made it worse.
I'm sweating. Whip him for me,
No,
boy.
I'm gonna make sure that they can't get rid of it unless he cleans it. Just like
He's got to do it all personally.
uncleanable. Personally, he has to go
He's gotta
around
clean
and
Egypt.
clean everything. He's got to clean the entire Nile of my graffiti.
It's hit him with COVID, sure.
Oh, that's the fifth. plague.
Everyone has to stay inside. They can't work, I'm afraid. They
Right.
Those pyramids are never getting finished.
Come on,
no,
then, guys.
they're essential workers.
They must work for Tesco.
The ones building my statue,
Essential workers.
They even cop the
Key
sleeve on
workers, them.
Boris Johnson's definitely in this government.
He's got a party going on.
Yeah. Right, go on then. I've had mine. Plague of
each other.
graffiti.
Slugs.
Slugs.
Oh, slugs is a
Plague
good one.
of slugs.
How? Just in his mouth?
Everyone's throwing up slugs.
They're everywhere. He wakes up in the morning, they're all over his fucking fruit and
Ooh,
vegetables and everything, just munching down. Plague of slugs.
What about if we raise the stakes and go to leeches?
Oh yeah,
You
that's
can,
blood.
but I'd say they're a bit They'd be being used too early.
Yeah, we're bringing
okay.
blood into it too early.
Yeah, you got blood-sucking leeches as like the first one. It's like
Where are you gonna go?
blood-sucking leeches. Shit.
You're going too far already.
Go too far.
Slugs, just slugs.
Imagine
Not
a-
poisonous slugs.
What
or
do you
anything
call
like
a
that.
horde of slugs?
A slew. A slew.
It's a sleuth of slugs.
It's the image of us lot
It's a
sitting around.
cornucopia.
A cornucopia
Oh,
of
wow.
slugs.
Cornucopia of slugs.
Do you know what, right? It's just the image of us sitting around a table trying to discuss the plagues, and we're like graffiti and stuff like that. He's like, yeah, I want blood-sucking leeches. And me and you are like,
Hold on.
Are you serious? You're going hard already.
Later.
I'll
Save
put
it.
that as number 7.
We'll put that on the maybe list. It's a
Just
hard
slugs.
maybe.
Just wake up in bed, slugs.
Cornucopia of slugs. There you go. Just to send.
Are you going to
it
have
on
to
everything.
sacrifice a slug to stop slugs coming into your house? You're going to have to smear slug blood on
No.
doors.
Just using a slug.
Early days, he hit everybody. Like he hit with the locusts and stuff. That affected literally
yeah,
even the
not about
people he was
locusts.
trying to save were affected by the plagues.
Well,
apart
that's
from
just
the-
Locusts are just annoying, though.
That
They're
just
not really...
seems like,
They're fucking hideous.
Yeah, and they make a racket, but...
for me, that just seems like pointless. Why are you hitting everybody? You're targeting one person. The Pharaoh, the guy that's in charge.
Yeah, but the idea is that you put pressure on the people put pressure on the Pharaoh.
Fine, we put pressure on his government or cabinet.
He just moves the cabinet.
Good point.
Just picks
Put
it,
pressure on
just
his
picks
cabinet.
it up.
You mean his wardrobe? That's the next one. Plague
A
of
swarm of
a
wardrobes.
plague of fashion.
No,
Garish outfits
No.
everywhere. Come on.
A
no.
plague of fashion.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
Oh, I'll save that in the baby pile for later. Because that'll really hit
A
it where it
swore
hurts.
everyone's got to wear hot pink and nothing else.
No, just him.
No, everyone parachute
A
pants.
plague of fabulous? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, just him.
It's a RuPaul drag plague.
He'll
I'll have you know.
Oh my god, release them. Fucking get out.
He puts on his robes and then it turns into a crop top. You see? He puts on his robes that are magnificent and flowing.
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, hot
Everything's
pants.
just a bit too small for him.
Yeah, oh yeah. The robe turns
Whatever he puts on, even a curtain, it's like shrink. It's now a towel.
the robe turns into a bib. Yeah.
So we've had graffiti slugs.
It's
We're not selling with fashion.
We're
Come
not,
on,
we're
what's
not,
wrong
no.
with fashion?
The next one is an absolute body count murder of ravens. Just shitting on everything. The skies will be black.
Pigeons is bad enough.
Pooing on his car.
Plague of pigeons
The
would
blacked
fucking
out
suck.
skies. Oh,
So you just
bit
want him to
sight.
dump on his car.
yeah, pretty much.
Literally on the chariot.
Just bird shit.
Just,
so-
yeah.
Is he going to be the one that has to clean
The
it?
amount of acid in
No,
that bird
no,
shit
no.
is gonna
Bird
wash
pooing
this
on his
bird.
That's
head.
why you want pigeons, because they just like they accumulate in one area as well. So you have them all outside his fucking house. You've
Watching.
just got to move.
But
through
all they're
them.
going to do is throw rice out and kill pigeons.
Good
And then you're going to end up with tiny bombs flying.
Yeah, just exploding pigeons.
That's fine.
Oh, look at the fireworks. They're not fireworks.
I'll sell for pigeons if we can paint them black.
Why are we the ones painting them black?
Yeah.
Before releasing them.
Yeah. that's
Lead
what we're doing.
poisoning kills them all before they even get there.
It's just charcoal powder. They'll live. They'll live.
We dunk them in charcoal.
Or just dunking them in charcoal. Off you pop.
Can't
Those
fly.
fucking crows sound weird.
Even worse, plague of geese.
Oh, geese
Honk.
They're horrendous, right?
going through the palace.
We can't get rid of them, so why? Because they're fucking horrendous. They
A
hiss at me.
stampede of geese. Honk. Running
Plague
down.
of geese. Imagine
But the thing is, right, they're
stepping
just...
outside and there's just geese everywhere, like,
Yeah but,
oh.
yeah, but the thing is, the Pharaoh's just going to be like, kill them. We have extra food for this evening's
You can
feast.
try and kill them. The geese will fight back.
Geese fight back.
Yeah, that's fine. Let them fight back.
Geese with knives strapped to them.
Oh, yeah. With a Glock.
Friggin' laser beams.
With a Glock. There we go.
Mirrors. That's as good as a laser beam
Your
in ancient
spear
Egypt. Right?
versus a flock of geese.
A flock of geese. All of a sudden, one palace guard gets taken away.
I don't,
Ripped to
I don't
shreds.
Just dropped.
He's just throwing hands.
What about a swarm of kangaroo? They'll be confused.
Oh, yeah.
Help me, Ishmael. Ishmael's in the corner strangling one.
Absolutely bewildered, just fighting kangaroo.
He looks over to his left, the other guards just fucking exchanging blows.
So a plague of geese.
Plague of geese, there you go.
That's our third one.
That's our third one. It doesn't really start getting really serious until like,
Till
six,
like
or
6 or
seven.
7, yeah. So
So
we're
we-
just having a
more
fuck around here, right?
Nuisances.
I feel like
Well,
we just
these
go,
are- these
we'll
are shots
sprinkle in
across
some
the bow.
bullshit.
Yeah.
We'll sprinkle in some
Yeah.
bullshit just to have some fun.
It's just shots across the bow. That's all it is.
Can we have like the next one? A
We're
plague
letting
of
them
bad
know
taste.
we're there.
a plague of bad
Everything
taste.
is sour.
Everything tastes shit.
So, okay, so a plague of...
No, just like nuclear toxic waste,
What's it
sour
called when you-
sweets,
what's it called
everything,
when you take-
everything.
Yes.
The Pharaoh's like, see his
Sour.
face kind of implode.
And water doesn't sate it.
No, water, sour,
So a plague of sourness.
Yeah.
sourness.
You
Sour
make
patches.
everything go sour.
Yeah,
Okay.
A plague of
but
sour
like
patches. that's
toxic
it.
waste,
Yeah.
sour.
Everything sour
Everything.
as well, like literally.
Don't you could plain rice, face melting. Bit of cheese, face melting.
But one
Are you having a
single
scrape?
grain-
I don't know.
Eat it, Pharaoh. It's just one wafer thin mint.
Oh no, what up in
Tries to have some water, all of a sudden,
Just sour
water. Just,
Sour
oh, God.
So you're still getting the sustenance, but you got to face the
But,
sour.
yeah, you got to put up with that.
Yeah.
that
Plague of
acidic.
sour.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm on board.
Can we have sweet next? Everything tastes sweet now.
Everything tastes sweet.
No.
Bitter.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Goes
No,
from
no, no.
sour straight to the
Right.
exact opposite.
How else can we fuck up people's lives?
A plague of expiry. So everything that they
All
had
the
in the
food
fridge
goes off.
is gone
In the
off.
fridge.
In the fridge, it's gone off.
Everything in there. Egyptian
Cupboard.
Smegs.
fridges.
They're Egyptian cupboards.
In their pantry.
In that
it's gone
room
off.
that they have that block of ice in, that's
Yeah.
gone bad.
That's got bad.
Everything's gone
I
off.
mean, that was Rome, but yeah.
Hold on. We might be just fucking the cook here.
I don't-
Because the cook they might be like, you left the fucking door open.
Gordon Ramsay's there, mad as fuck.
Gordon Ramsay's.
Gordon
I
Ramsay,
feel like that would
very
go wrong.
nice.
I feel like he'd go, let's do a plague of expiry, and we sprinkle it down, and then everyone just dies, and we're like, oh, we need to word that.
Oh,
a
the
bit better.
people have expired.
Oh.
We told you to put it on the crops, Jim. Oh,
I just sprinkled it down.
I put it in the rain.
I mean, fair. It's one way to put it down.
Well,
But
you've certainly let his people go from life. From this mortal
Go
coil.
off.
personally, I blame you two. You let me get through this. You were like, oh, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, definitely play that plague.
What about the plague of really itchy bumholes?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He's got
Okay.
smelly fingers for the rest of life.
Oh, and they definitely didn't wash their bums.
Oh, yeah.
See him scraping down the street like a dog.
Yeah.
Trying to eat.
That's plague 5 then. Itchy
That's plague
bum
5,
hole.
itchy
bums.
bumholes.
No,
Okay.
everyone. All his guards.
Everyone.
Like, scooching.
Their
Yeah.
fucking their spears are going in between
Lift-
cheeks.
lift
Can we have both
loincloth,
ways?
giving it a fiddle.
Can we have both ways, though? They've got itchy everythings. Just
Itchy bits.
Itchy bits.
Itchy bits.
Plague-
The,
okay.
the plague of itchy nether regions.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. 6.
Imagine them in the council. Oh, Pharaoh
Everyone-
Ramsay.
Everyone's
It's really
vision goes
itchy for
negative
some
2.
reason. What?
Plague of blind.
Just make them all blurry. Make the world
Slightly
a bit blurry. Just slightly off.
Plague of Karens.
Oh, right now.
Just
now we're
a
on
queue
to
of
6.
fucking people.
Complaining.
Trying to
Wanting to
complain
see
to
the
the
Pharaoh
Pharaoh.
because he's the manager.
But also, all of them,
Every single one of them got
all
red
of them are
hair.
complaining
Basically-
about letting people go.
They're forming a union.
Yeah.
Plague of Karens at 6. That really fucking get up his chuff, that will.
And it could be everyone. It
Yeah.
could be his second in
It's guards.
command.
We're not being paid.
All of
for
a sudden, you go up to a guard, take them away, takes off the helmet. No, I will not. Do you know what? I've had it.
it. Not
with you.
until I've got equal pay.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving
You
until
know this
I.
spear? I don't think it's sharp enough.
You know what?
Get me a new spear.
Yeah. Give him just hundreds of complaints to deal with, and every time he goes to somebody else to get it dealt with, they turn into another complaint. So eventually, he'll get the gist, but like 200 complaints later, and he then has to fix every single
Just
one of those
fisting
complaints.
the sky.
Because Karen's isn't a thing back then. It's new.
It's new.
It's a new thing.
A new age
problem.
Karen.
And they don't know how to deal with it either. So he'll keep going.
Absolute
keep going.
proto Karen. That's what that.
He goes to his council. He
The
tells them
Optimus
all of the
Prime of
complaints, and they're
Karens.
like, "I don't know what you're on about. My house needs rebuilding." And he's like, "Oh, that's another one. That's another one." He goes up to a builder. "You need to build this house." "No, you need to get me better tools." "Oh, fucking here we go." Goes to a tall person. "No, you need to build me a new forge." "Oh, here we go." Eventually, he's out there with his own trowel and that.
The Pharaoh
Working
turned
the
into
field.
a worker.
Yeah, well, he's got to, because or else every time he tells somebody else,
I need new shoes before I can do this field.
yeah.
How long do the plagues last?
Let's say a couple of weeks. Let's have him go through this.
Oh,
for
a couple of weeks of itchy bumholes.
Oh, a couple of weeks of graffiti.
I
That'd
don't know
really
how
get
they.
you.
I don't think they lasted that long. I think they were only for a few days.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're not the
Look,
same.
3
We
days
forgot.
of itchy bum hole is more than enough torture.
We got distracted. There was something shiny going on in Greece, and we fucked off for a little bit.
Yeah, we were
Went and had a
busy.
little gander.
Let the Karens do their thing. We'll
We
be back
can't-
in a week or so.
We
We've got a headache from listening.
come back 2 weeks later. Oh fuck, we forgot. Seriously. Oh my god, everyone's a Karen.
Who left the Karens on?
We got back tanned.
You hear?
Somehow
You see me
gone,
trying to?
Oh shit!
You see me trying to turn off the tap of Karen's? I broke it. They're pouring out. There's hundreds of them.
We got 4 left. What are we gonna do?
They've made a target.
Ooh, 4 left.
4 left. This is when we've got to start getting a little bit more serious with how we're
Number 7.
affecting people.
Right, I'm thinking spiders. Just spiders, big fucking.
You want about
spiders.
like the
Dog
big
size.
ones? No. You get
Oh,
those fucking
huntsman.
ones from the fucking Australia
The
when they
huntsman
fucking
ones.
spread over everything in breeding season.
The
Do
huntsman
you want
ones?
poisonous ones?
No,
No.
just regular ones.
No,
just
just
hairy.
regular.
ones.
Just go tarantulas.
Hairy, they're poisonous.
Yeah, but they're
No, not all
boring.
tarantulas.
Hairs and bitey.
Yeah,
They can
defensive.
bite still, yeah.
It's their defensiveness.
I just want a huntsman one.
hairs.
The
Ugh.
big ass fucking ones like that big.
A
Just-
bird eater.
Yes.
So just
That's
a, big,
what we left the tap of the birds on, and we
plague-
put them in to solve the problem.
a plague of big fuck off spiders.
Yeah. And you come back, the spiders are the ones with the fucking
Bird
spears.
eaters drop from trees as well.
Yeah, you see.
It's fucking disgusting.
I-
You could be walking down the street and just,
A plague of coconut crabs.
oh god,
What?
just
Instead of
crawling up the
spiders?
side of your bins.
Have you seen coconut
They're
crabs?
fucking monsters.
They're the crab rave ones, isn't they?
No, they're crabs. They're fucking. They're huge. They're
Co-
like
coconut
You know
crabs
You know our
are-
recycle bin? They're like the size of the side of it.
Ugh.
They're fucking
Oh,
disgusting.
piss off.
Coconut crabs.
Ugh.
Alright, guys.
You see
if
your
don't know
nan-
what a coconut crab is, Google that fucker.
You
They
see
are
your nan getting taken
huge.
away by a coconut crab.
She was a good man.
Just fucking up a seagull.
Oh, God.
Coconut crabs just fucking up a seagull.
Your nan getting taken away down the road by coconut crabs.
Help me! No.
I'm not getting anywhere near.
The gods have spoken.
They're nearly the size
Yeah.
of a fucking a guy.
Massive, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
yeah, plague of coconut crabs.
Like 50
They're
of
not
them.
gonna hurt you. They're just horrendous.
Plague of blobfish.
Of what?
Blobfish.
So they're not gonna do anything.
You
They're
just
gonna
stand there
drop
being
them.
blobby, just drooling
Gonna
over
drop them on
everything.
people.
Secretion
Wait,
everywhere.
are they just going to drop from the sky onto the,
Yeah, just an absolute.
Dead, but it's ugly.
Yeah.
the guy, our guy?
It's
Nobody wants to touch
raining
it.
blob. What about really thick rainwater?
Just
I was thinking floods, and then I was like, that's
No.
No.
a bit dramatic.
too far.
That's well, we've only got 3 plagues left.
You know
now
when
after
you leave
coconut
cum
crabs.
on
Also, we've
something
already
and it goes
used that
congealed.
one. We have fucking, Noah. He's already used
Yeah.
that one of our
We've
floods.
got
Yeah, no,
three to go. And
You
they've
know
got to be
when
quite
when you
serious.
leave cum on something and it goes that congealedy gooey mess.
No,
Yeah, you do.
no, we don't.
We're good men, good gods,
Mm.
no penises.
plague of sticky stuff.
It can rain it.
Plague of Ken dolls.
Just raining.
Everybody
plastic
loses
dolls.
their knobs.
Oh. I just thought we got to rain
What about
dolls.
acidic rain?
Oh, it's just New York, isn't it?
It's,
Yeah,
it's New York.
Throw some smog in there.
Three to go. We've
Just
got to
like
think of some
Beijing.
good plagues for the last 3.
Oh, some good plagues.
What about the plague of body hair, where everyone grows hair everywhere?
Nah, that's too late. That's too early.
They live in a hot environment.
Oh, turn them into like Wookiees.
That would make sense. The plague of uncontrollable body hair.
And it's just the Pharaoh.
And every time you cut it,
it's everyone because he's got another problem. Everyone's so hairy. What's he going to do about it?
Cut it off.
It just keeps growing.
Oh, make it even longer. Every time they try to cut it.
Teen
longer.
Wolf body hair.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be like just uncomfortable for 3 days. Like.
Yeah, exactly.
That's too late. You see, we're late in the day here. We should be thinking up things of like
body hair and fleas.
I mean, they did lice. They didn't do fleas.
Ooh,
That makes you itchy again, basically.
Yeah, but we've already done itchiness. Everyone's third nan dying off.
Who's got 3 nans?
Pharaoh.
Pharaoh. Moses. Only Moses is getting punished.
The plague
we fucked up.
The plague of elderly drivers.
Oh, yeah.
Just old women in chariots. Going below walking speed.
A plague of traffic accidents. Because only rich people have carts and chariots and that in this. Plague of chariot on chariot accidents. There you go.
What about a plague of kinkiness? Everyone starts enjoying the whip.
A plague of learner drivers.
No, a plague of sexual desires is what you're saying. That might work. That might shake things up.
Yeah, but the Pharaoh might just be like, no, I'd rather have this one. Keep this one.
You know what?
Yeah, what if it was so
The
bad
last
that
3
it just turned
days.
into a massive
No, I
sweaty
meant like
orgy?
people just stopped working because all they were doing were fucking.
Oh, well.
You got
3
15
days.
minutes of work done a day.
3
That was your
days.
recharge time.
They use about
And
60
even the
gallons of fucking orange juice in 3 days.
No, you just make it so that the Pharaoh
it's
is
an
the
orgy.
only. The Pharaoh is the only person who's not affected.
Make
by it.
everyone else becomes really hot and he becomes impotent.
Everyone's super horny. He's hot.
No, just his concubines.
A plague of impotence.
Yeah.
Just on
Yeah,
him.
just him.
Everyone else is fucking in the streets.
Yeah.
And he's I can't.
So you just single him out and say that he's
No, and
you
his-
just make him the non-horny one out of all of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and his
with the lip dick.
group.
Yeah.
You got to have his group that are like, oh, this is just...
No, you can have all his guards and everyone.
No, everyone be
Because
fucking.
they'll be like,
Everyone be fucking except him.
go on. Just dives in to the man
biggest
pool.
dickers. Do what you must.
Incontinentia.
Sir, can I just... very well.
Very well.
Go. He just dives into a pile of...
Jenkins,
bodies.
where are you going? Orange juice, sir.
Gotta get the pineapple. She requested the pineapple.
So 2 left. They got to be bad.
That'll be bad.
They got to be bad. I mean, death came in the last one to people.
Holes in buckets.
That's
not bad.
not
No,
bad.
because where do they keep water?
I'm talking,
in buckets.
I'm talking seriousness now.
Yeah, okay. A plague of no water.
A
For
drought.
3 days.
Drought.
A drought.
There's a name for that.
No.
It's called a drought.
No, there's water. They just can't get it.
How about...
Even worse.
No,
That's even worse because you can drink it, but it doesn't do anything.
yeah, so you can't
Snow.
satisfy your
Snow.
A
thirst.
plague of snow.
Well, fucking Egypt. I don't know what the fuck snow is. They don't prepare for the cold.
Oh yeah, plague of freezing weather.
Just
for
Arctic.
3 days.
Okay, yeah, you make
The
it.
Arctic.
You make it snow for like a week straight.
Pharaoh's nipples have absolutely
Temperature
been
just
rock
fucking
hard.
plummets.
Hey.
I mean, you are fucking the people up a little bit with that one.
But they're all
Oh,
fucking...
what a shame. It's not like the other gods
Straight-
didn't do that.
1 minute they're fucking, the next minute it's freezing cold.
Fuck the stay war!
Everyone stay in the group.
Stay in motion! Rotate from the outside in!
Just a rolling ball of sex go down the street.
Ball of sex. Oh, look, there's one of those
There's-
famous sex balls.
There's the fuck ball. Jump in. Come on, honey, jump in.
Whee!
Martha, what are you doing in the sex ball?
I can't leave. I got stuck in it.
I'm handcuffed to someone! I don't know!
Well, something's stuck somewhere. But I don't know how to get out of it.
All my holes are loose!
Leroy.
You see the Pharaoh, he's like, I'm so cold. I'm so cold.
So we're gonna bring the temperature down. We're gonna
Yeah,
make it snow for a while.
Arctic.
Yeah, to like 4 degrees.
Not to the point.
Oh,
where
lower.
Not to the point where you're
Oh,
gonna.
what, 0?
0.
We're not gonna bring it to the point where they're gonna die from it.
No.
But it's just going to be super horrible for them because it's so cold.
Yeah, it's going to be cold. And unready for it. So
they have to, like, rug up.
Lots of people will die.
Yeah, well...
Some may die.
It's a sacrifice us gods are willing to make.
For entertainment.
Last plague, what are we going to do to finally tip the Pharaoh over the edge? It was the death of the firstborns.
Everyone loses one body part. Randomised. Randomised. We'll spin a wheel up in the sky and everyone... Yeah, the plague of missing limbs. Jenkins had 2 legs earlier, he's only got 1. Just every day. The plague of missing limbs.
What about the plague of lost senses?
Plague of incontinence.
The plague of...
Constantly shitting themselves.
That could have come later. That would have been an earlier one, I reckon.
Oh, see, plague of incontinence.
Something about losing your senses or something. Could you imagine if, like...
Plague of blindness.
Well, just anything. So either you can be somebody who's lost sight, sound...
Hearing.
Taste, or...
Hearing.
Hearing, yeah.
And your 6th sense, which is the one that, sees dead people. So we'll have that one as well.
Like each person is affected in some way, so each person is individual, unless they...
Plague of ghosts.
Your taste buds are in your fingertips. It just instantly went to your car.
Now I know that's not true.
Cheese.
Like,
another Stillman.
How does my arse taste?
I need washing that.
Salty.
It's only on your fingertips if you touch it and then put it in your mouth.
So, no, I'm definitely thinking a loss of body parts.
A plague of Alzheimer's.
Everyone just forgets.
Everyone's just forgetting random shit.
Is that how he gets away with it then? The Pharaoh goes, yeah, let him go.
Yeah, because he forgets that he's the Pharaoh.
Yeah. Why are you asking me? I'm not in charge. There you go.
Yeah, let's leave, everybody. Next day,
where are we going? Yeah, where are we going, though?
They'll know.
What about if we just show up on the doorstep and be like, do what you're fucking told. We've given you
as
the
in,
hints.
like, the plague of the wrath of gods.
The plague of we show up, not the fucking door down.
It's worse.
Just kick him in.
There's nothing worse than us three turning up.
Plague of divine intervention.
Yeah, we just kick him in. Absolute fucking football hooligan style.
We just down the temple corridor.
Go on then. Go on then, Ramses. Let's be having you.
I was thinking more like...
He's a wanker.
Just us 3 following him. See us? Gods. And we fucking hate you.
Just belittling it from the sky.
I thought we were going to come down the corridor like...
like a dance off.
We're going to dance to free the people.
He's got all the people.
Plague of High School Musical.
That is the worst thing you could ever do. A plague of musicals. A plague of musicals.
Randomly breaks into song every now and then.
Oh God, that'd be worse. Oh, nothing worse. You're lying there in bed and then
the Plague of High School Musical 3. Let's hit it right.
Could you imagine? Just like you're trying to sleep and then all of a sudden you've got like people outside going... Pharaoh's trying to sleep now. Pharaoh's trying to sleep now.
Oh, we should have hit him with lack of sleep. That would have been a good one.
Oh, it would have been a good one, yeah.
Ah, that would have been a good
And
one.
incontinence, I told you. We should have made him shit himself constantly.
Just not being able to sleep constantly.
I mean, you can only last 7 days.
Yeah, but that's how long how long.
I still think... I don't know. I kind of like your...
to your limit, though.
I kind of like your
Yeah.
Alzheimer's one. Because
just
people forgetting who they are, what's happening, where they're going.
think of the utter chaos and confusion that would cause when you're just literally hitting people with, and they just forget different pieces of information.
The executioner's standing there about to cut somebody's head off. I don't think this is the guy that I'm supposed to
Could
kill.
you imagine the shape of all the pyramids and everything if everyone
oblong.
just had Parkinson's?
They were just oblong.
It's just fucking absolute wobbly pyramids.
Yeah, it looks fine.
Looks perfectly straight.
Would that convince him to let his people go?
No.
This is
I don't think Alzheimer's would
you
either.
have to tip him. You have to hurt him emotionally, like they did. They took his son away from him.
The plague of pineapples coming out your bumhole.
Oh, yeah, no, that'll do it. That'll do it.
That's physical pain. Not,
Oh, yeah, chili pineapples. Just chili pineapples up the bumhole.
What about if you only gave like the Alzheimer's to those he loved
Yeah, that'd be an interesting one.
to forget him?
Yeah.
The plague of forgetfulness.
No, just everybody forgets he's Pharaoh.
Literally.
And then he's like,
Although,
no.
that's an auto win. You're
That's-
not forcing him to
That's
release
cheating.
his people.
It's
That is cheating.
He's got to do it of his own free will after we've intervened a bit.
After we've hurt him,
But we've got to nudge him in the right direction, but he's got to say yes.
I'm telling you then, take away a body part. From
You
everyone.
and the body parts!
Look, could be an ear, could be a knob.
I'm building a man.
He wakes up and he's lost his ear. Right, now let the people go. No. All you've done is take my ear.
What'd you say? Next day, though, he's like, oh, that wasn't that bad. Oh, I got no knob.
Again, I'd
Just
still...
one bollock.
No bumhole.
out
There we
of-
go.
No bumhole, it's just sealed up.
Yeah.
Out of pure anger, I'd still not release the people.
The plague of
I'd just be like, yeah, well,
constipation.
keep taking parts of me, but it's still fucking under my control. I would be that pedantic.
Yeah,
You've got to
but then-
hurt me.
Yeah,
like
but
they
then you
hurt
could
him.
have your neighbour or your mum all of a sudden, no intense things.
Do you reckon he'd survive gender swap?
Yeah, I'd
Plague
probably,
of gender swap.
probably be alright.
Everybody's the reverse gender.
We'd all be alright with it.
A
wouldn't
fair
we?
Rita.
Yeah. No, yeah, but back then, would he be alright with that?
You telling me a pharaoh never slipped a digit up his bumhole?
No, I'm saying that, did they not think that women could be in power back then?
Yeah, women could.
Could they? Oh, yeah, Cleopatra and all
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Right, no, I'm thinking then everybody's nan. Dead.
What about like a plague of extreme obesity?
Oh, you just like
Everybody's
ultra fat.
fucking huge.
Yeah?
Like Wally huge.
Oh
Okay,
yeah, no,
plague
that
of
would.
obesity.
Oh, imagine sitting in that throne then.
I still think he'd be in control. As a fat guy.
Bring my phone.
I still think he'd be okay with this. He'd just be like, I'm a fat pharaoh now. Cool.
Cool. You've got to still carry me, all of you lot.
Just rolling down the street.
Yeah. Just pushing him down the street.
Plague of paralysis.
Yes.
Take
Just
away his ability
completely.
to walk.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll do it. It'll
What, you think he's going to roll off?
yeah.
He's going to get somebody to build him a fucking cart.
Yeah, that's good. The first wheelchair.
Oh, yeah, they might
absolutely
be,
just would.
yeah.
We got to take one of his.
What about
relatives,
the plague
right?
of constantly on the verge of orgasming but never orgasming?
Oh no, that would probably do you in after a couple of days.
Yeah, I guess.
After a
yeah,
couple of
that
days.
would hurt him.
Just constant edging. Just tantric edging.
Let my people.
Yeah,
No, this is the one.
taking away something he loves is what you've got to do.
It's dick. I told you.
Grab his dick and twist.
You know, dick and twist it.
Moses got it right with this one. Out of all of his plagues, like taking away the firstborn is just on the nose for the worst you could do. Like harming him and thinking him. I don't think he'll ever release.
What about the
those
plague
people.
of British people turning up and stealing all your shit?
It's not
Two
gonna
on the nose. Two on the nose.
Ah, plague of
And putting
colonialism.
it in a museum.
Plague of colonialism. There we go.
You
That's the
heard you
one.
have tea.
We heard you have nice statues and shit.
Not yours anymore.
No, we're protecting them.
You don't want to let those go,
So, do you have a flag? You do now. Flag.
I mean, what else could you do to his son?
Make him drop from a very large height constantly.
What
perpetually.
about if you constantly made his son a baby so he could never grow up?
What if?
Oh, the
He'd
plague
never-
of Benjamin Buttons.
He could never have someone take over the
What
throne
if you
from him.
kept killing his son and bringing him back? Killing
Yeah,
him and
that's
bringing him
the
back,
one.
Killing him and bringing him back.
That's the one.
Just dropping him in a portal. Just constantly. And the portal follows him wherever he goes. It's just
No,
his son
see-
falling
Or you
constantly.
plague him with nightmares constantly. Something like that.
No, but I thought you had them.
That's early game. That's early game stuff.
Yeah.
I'm thinking,
I reckon killing his son, bringing him back constantly. Though.
yeah,
So
for like 2 weeks.
He witnesses his son's death constantly, or just
different ones.
everybody. His parents, his
Yeah.
grandmother, his best friend, his son. But you bring him back the next day,
What about
and they're there again. Think how emotionally that would
if
affect
you
him.
do that to his entire bloodline? Because I'm liking this.
Yeah.
But he has to choose, or it's all of them every day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And he's got to
Yeah.
pick one. And if he doesn't pick one, it's everyone.
Yeah, and it's the red mark on the door of that person.
Yeah.
So he has to mark
No,
their door.
he has to look him in the eye
Yeah.
and
Don't
point.
bring them back then. You give him a list every day for like a week of different people you can pop off, but they won't be back. He has to sacrifice somebody he loves every day.
Yeah. No, that sounds like it for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Literally
or
14
let the people
days.
go.
Or let the people go.
Or lose everybody slowly over time.
That'd do you. For less than
That's the
5
one.
days.
But you don't tell him that it'll stop when he lets the people go. Not until later on. So you hit him with this. And if he doesn't make the decision, then it's randomised.
Yeah.
And then eventually you turn to him towards the end and you go,
if he doesn't
you
make
could end all this.
If he doesn't make a choice, it's 2.
Yeah. And then you send Moses towards
Too
the
random.
end, and Moses goes up to him and goes, "The gods have told me that you can actually end this if you just let the people go. You won't keep losing people you love."
Just bust the door
Then Moses
down.
is like,
Let my
Moses here, of course. Moses coming in.
Moses was his best friend, so then Moses is like,
He
and
just
then he
Moses
drops
on him. does he?
You're like a brother to me.
He points at it. What have you done?
Moses.
He could do that. He could literally be like this man, nephew, him.
Yeah, but we're gods. We know who he loves. and who he doesn't.
We're not falling
No,
for
we
that
draw
one.
the line at second cousin removed.
He's not dressed some old beggar off the street up as his mother and gone, "I love you, mum. Take my mother."
And then all of a sudden...
We just open up the
She
clouds
was a
and we're
good
like,
man.
"That's not your mother."
No, hold on. One time, I'm like, yeah, he's dead. And you're like, that was not one of... Oh, that was...
James, that was a guy in a wig.
I can't tell from a top-down view. I can't see.
I saw the long blonde hair.
That's all I could see. Didn't know it was a wig.
Yeah, so we bump off loved ones, but starting with distant relatives and working our way closer to more important people to him. And then we see how far he's willing to go.
What could we put a tapestry in his wherever he goes?
So it's a plague of
his
blood.
family tree with just crosses through them.
Oh, yeah, just
like a visual reminder
It's a
constantly.
plague of bloodline death.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So eventually,
That would do him in.
distant relatives start dying.
I
and it
reckon,
gets closer
yeah,
to
it
home.
would. Like,
Yeah.
have it go through his family tree.
Yeah.
The death of the tree. There you go. The plague of the death of the tree. That's the one. It goes through his family tree from the lowest to the top.
And are we giving Moses the stick so he can open up the sea?
Nah, we give him like a wand. Like
give
a
him-
proper wand.
Give him a wand.
We give
No,
him
we
a-
make his
we
cock
just-
magic.
no,
He's
just
got to
give
do
him
some magic ritual waving that around.
No.
I'm going to part this sea.
We give him, we
wiggle,
give him
wiggle.
a bunch of jet skis. It's
A
fine.
bunch of jet skis.
One giant yacht. Come on, everybody, we're crossing the
Every
sea.
3 hours to board, 2-minute trip.
Jet skis, all of them.
4 hours to turn the boat around.
Every single Egyptian person that's been free gets a jet ski.
I reckon when he's being chased, we just open up the ground. All of them.
Through.
No, all of the fucking carts and that chariots fall in.
No, we give them everybody the ability to fly over the sea.
Apart from like
How,
just that one
how
guy.
sick
What about
is it?
every time he uses stairs, the step is just an inch further than he thought
Oh,
it
he's
was.
just gonna
He
face
bangs
plant
his
everything.
knee.
We're just gonna face plant.
Plague
them
of
all.
the coffee table movie. Ding, fucking
Plague of Legos.
The plague of Legos.
Every morning when he climbs out of bed, there's Lego.
Just absolutely silent bobs.
A plague of garden rakes.
But
Do you remember Hammy slapping?
yeah,
Plague of
man.
Hammy slap. Every now and again, without warning, he just gets absolutely slapped across the face by
The
some
plague of
random
belly's gonna get you.
Plague of Guinness
The
adverts.
plague,
I
of
like
all-
it.
the plague of biting your tongue constantly.
What you- oh,
Every time he tries to eat.
So,
Oh, God.
give us a message, guys. If you think of any other plagues that you think you could add to our list, anything that you feel that the
To
Pharaoh
a
would
plague
not-
of 50.
we kept going.
Would you survive the Summoning Boys plague of
Do you
10?
reckon you could make it through?
And on that note, it's time for us to chuff off. All you summoners can join us for a brand new scenario. If you've got any questions or queries or just want to see what we're up to, you can find us on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook at How Not To Summon, or join our Discord at How Not To Summon a Podcast. Or go to our website at hownotosummon.com where you can find all our links. I've been Shini Senpai.
I've been Jim.
I've been the god.
See you later, guys.
See ya.
Ta-ra.
Let my people go wild.